Welcome back, everyone, to He Makes Me Play with Disco Elysium. I'm Marius.
And I'm Vincent. Hi.
Yes, hey Vincent, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Vincent, I should say what we're doing here. We're playing Disco Elysium, and I am blind. This is why it's called He Makes Me Play, because I cannot see, and I make Vincent play video games for me.
Yes.
So I can enjoy them. And I'm very excited to continue today because I think last time we made a lot of progress. We found the ledger of our police work, our previous police work, which we had thrown away apparently, and we don't know why, because we're amnesiac. And we kind of went through the weird naming scheme, right?
Yeah, exactly. We found we had 100 cases almost in there or something like that.
Yeah,
and
with weird names.
Analyzed them as far as we could, yes.
Yes. And did we do anything else? I feel like we talked to Garrett again, right?
Right. We started the episode standing in front of a locked trash container, and then we talked to Garrett, the cafeteria manager, and asked him for the key, and he...
Right, that's how we got into the trash can.
Yes, he gave it to us under protest, basically, and we ended the episode standing next to the trash container with a ledger.
Yes, and Kim still there, being puzzled. Oh, excellent.
We also found a yellow broken mug that...
Oh yeah, the racist mug.
Yeah, exactly. That made us deep dive into a philosophical discussion with ourselves.
There was something about that. That's right. And folks, this is very helpful. This is not just gratuitous recap. I actually need to remember what happened because it's been like a week since we played.
Yeah,
but now I'm back in.
Yeah, we should also say now that we've sort of managed the rhythm, we are recording on Monday-ish, and we usually have the episodes out by Tuesday or at least Wednesday.
Right. Yes, depending on how quick the renderer is. We've got a big abacus where Vincent has to push the little beads back and forth to render the video.
Yeah, it's
and
a lot of work.
It comes out in wooden blocks that we chop up frame by frame. And that's silly, Vincent. Let's play this game.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm actually excited about this. So, where are we? What's going on?
Well, we are in the loading screen.
That's awesome.
We got one of these little tips that one we actually got beforehand. Something about sneaking behind Lieutenant Kim's back that we can apparently do when he's asleep.
Right.
And
still the first day, right?
Yeah, it's
in our snail glacial pace playthrough of Disco Elysium.
Oh yeah, it's the first day. It's 12 a.m. or p.m. I'm not quite sure. It's the middle of the day, not the middle of the night.
Time for a meal, maybe.
Maybe possibly.
Not.
I don't know if we actually eat at any point.
Resource management, hunger, food,
but we
thirst.
Are standing still next to the trash container, and I think we still have some things to address with. Yeah,
there was some stuff with the ledger, right? I called it quits a little too quickly last time.
Well, just on time, I'd say. Okay, but we do have here the damaged ledger, and there's the yellow man mug. So we can interact and see where this takes us.
Yeah.
I'm also voting to actually talk to Kim after this, because we haven't yet, apart from the very first time.
That's true. That's a good point.
I sort of want to see what he's saying.
Did you read a guide for this game or something?
No.
I'm watching you, Vincent.
Yeah, okay. But no, I haven't. I just realized after the last episode that he's constantly following us, and I managed to actually click on him once, but I didn't read what he has to say because we were busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
But after the ledger.
So we have a whole lot of options here. The first one we actually did already, inspect the clip.
Okay.
The second one, browse the case files again.
We did that too, right?
Did that too. The third one is a locked white check. Can I read the case files now?
We tried it and failed, right?
Exactly, because they are damaged beyond repair or beyond our ability to repair. But then we come to the interesting options, and that starts with number 4, browse the yellow papers. Then we have...
Let's just do it before we read the other.
Move through.
We're going to do all of them anyway.
Okay, it starts with, in the back you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red. All covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. And we have only one option. What types of forms are there? Let's see. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. And these are our three options: misconduct fine, station call, and field autopsy.
And is it meant that these are they're not filled out, and these are forms that we might use for the bureaucracy of our job?
Yeah. So the last line from the previous paragraph said, these look like official forms waiting to be filled out.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Let's look at the misconduct forms.
Okay.
Maybe we can fill out one for Garrett and give him a citation.
So, a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Several severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. And that's all it says.
Okay.
We're back to the previous options.
Wonder if we're ever going to use that. Maybe we could make some money by extortion, blackmail.
I feel like you already forget what kind of character you're trying to play, Marius.
Oh, yeah, right.
We
were the good
guy.
cop. Yeah, okay. Then let's look at the next form.
Okay, the next one is station call.
What does that mean?
We'll find out.
Okay.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Okay.
I see.
Okay, but that's back to the normal options. And the last one is field autopsy, which I think Kim told us to do.
Maybe. And definitely this is the most applicable to our situation.
Yeah, so let's see. Ah, yes. I already see the continue button under the paragraph, so that's, I think we're on the right track. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a diseased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, and we click continue. Physical instrument, medium success. Color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Okay, and interestingly enough, we are back to the original options here, and we can only say enough of these closed forms.
Okay, we'll probably use it later.
Yeah. Yeah, we gained 5 experience.
Cool.
And
did we have a level up at some point?
Not yet, but I think we're getting close to
Very
one.
close, yeah. Okay.
And it says, yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies for dead guys.
Yeah.
And click continue.
He's got the right of it.
Oh, interesting. We just healed because...
Some morale or?
No, health.
Oh.
Not that we had lost any, but we still healed. And that is because we had a success on endurance. What delicious power hid within these pathetic mess. You feel better.
Yeah, we do have power. It was like a list of things we could do as a cop to harass people.
Yeah. And again, I'm slightly surprised that that is endurance speaking.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Okay.
we got a physical jolt of energy from our power.
Yeah. Okay. And the damage ledger. Yeah, back to the original starting point.
Yeah, what's the next option?
Look at the clipboard.
Okay.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with.
That's very hard for plastic.
Yeah. The edges are rounded, however. The U4-sized board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM. And we have 3 options. Number 1, what did you say the color was? Number 2, shake the ledger. And number 3, back to the rest of this mess.
What's the color? I didn't get it the first time, Vincent.
I could just read it again, but okay.
What is this option?
I don't know. It just says blue. And we can continue.
Oh, a skill check now? Really?
Apparently, yes. Inland Empire chimes
of course.
in
What else?
with medium success and says, the blue heart. Don't look into it.
What the fuck? Well, that's ominous. Don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a theme now that we have to disregard Inland Empire's advice. Right? It also said about the trash can, don't look into it.
Yeah.
It's very coy.
So Do we want to shake it?
That's the next option, right?
Yeah.
Yes, shake it. Shake it, Vincent. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Well, almost. It's a ledger. But
A clipboard, actually.
something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Oh, is that the blue heart? We're not
Maybe
supposed
our
to look into?
badge.
Peek inside, our only option.
That would give fat XP.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it's not see-through. You cannot see to its center. And we have only one option. How would I open it? With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. And we're back to the original options, but the original 7, now 8 options, because we have a new white skill check. Interfacing, medium 10. Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard.
Yeah.
And let's see. Interesting. So we actually have interfacing 3. The chances are 42% because we have a -1 from Lonesome Long Way Home.
Okay.
Is that one of the thoughts?
That's what I was thinking. But
Yes.
is it a new one? No, is this the one we're actually doing, right? That was tracking our way back and stuff. The way to our apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? That's interesting.
We slotted that in.
Because it only says that it's a +1 to encyclopedia.
Yeah, but Encyclopedia is a skill that will in general have a +1. And this was which skill? Interfacing, right?
Yeah.
The thought does not give a general bonus to every interfacing skill, but this particular interfacing skill simply, had a special rule for this thought, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
It all makes sense.
I mean, we do get a -1, but I wonder if I can just stop researching a thought. But we're already 42% done with the thought, so...
Oh, we're getting a -1 from the thought, not
Yeah.
a bonus. We get a malus?
Exactly.
That sucks. Yeah, but let's not stop it, because who knows if it restarts.
Let's just try it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
42%, here we go.
Success.
Yes, we did it. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly...
Oh, fuck. I can really imagine this very well.
The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, Okay, we have 3 options here.
This clipboard made me weirdly nervous.
Number 1, slide the drawer open. Number 2, wait, somehow I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, the game always does what I'm feeling. I don't know why.
And number 3, we can leave.
It's like a telescope into my heart. No, we gotta move forward. 1, open it.
Okay.
Look at the blue heart.
Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. And we have 1 option. What's inside?
Yes.
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, number 1.
Ticket stops, what?
Yeah, ticket stubs.
What does that mean?
I think that's the part that's tickets that are already ripped
that were
apart,
used?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see.
So, number 1, pick up the ticket stubs. Number 2, pick up the card, and in parentheses, proceed. Number 3, fucking kill yourself, you asshole.
What? Why?
I don't know.
What? And that's an option?
Yeah.
If we click that, is the game over because we killed ourselves?
I don't even know. Are we talking to the ledger? Are we insulting the ledger? what are we, I don't know.
Well, let's do that later.
Okay.
Pick up the number 1.
Okay.
Tickets?
Pick up the ticket stubs.
That's the most boring one.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles towards each other in the colored pencil drawings.
The weirdness does not stop.
Yeah. The tickets permit access to a zoo in Rachel East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
But they're already used?
I think that's what stubs is supposed to mean, but I'm not sure. Maybe they are not used.
Oh, stub as in S-T-U-B?
Yeah.
I see. Maybe they can be used. Maybe we bought these for someone. Do we have like a kid or something that we want to take to the zoo?
Ooh.
Ugh. Can you imagine that? That would be awful if this person has a child.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, okay.
Hopefully it was for a date.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
less grueling.
lighter way to think about it.
Okay. How do we continue, Vincent?
The next option is pick up the card.
Yes.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, and patches of glue. Number 1, smell it first. Number 2, open it. And
Smell the glue.
number 3, put it back. We smell the glue. Because that's
Glue or
just
glue?
glue.
Yeah, okay.
That's just the person we are.
Yes.
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored.
Okay.
That's not a child flavor, right? It's more...
What's a child flavor
Well, apricot...
in your eyes?
I don't know. Apple? Something like that? Something artificial, weird?
You mean like children taste like apple?
What? No,
When you eat them?
No,
When
I mean...
sick.
chewing gum
Maybe we should
for
stop the recording.
children.
Jesus.
God damn it, Marius.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Oh,
I don't even know the taste of human flesh, much less children.
apparently it's close to pork, so, you know.
I see what you mean now. Like, do children like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't like, I don't know, broccoli and asparagus and stuff, right? That's not a child flavor.
Yeah, and
you would
apricot
say.
is sort of out there as well. It's not a normal bubblegum or chewing gum.
I don't know what
flavor.
children like. I've seen a child bite into a raw potato and eat it.
Okay.
That's not normal. So apricots are probably on the table. Anyway, what is weird is glue that smells like apricot, I think.
That's true, yeah.
It may be a child flavor, Vincent, but it's not a glue flavor.
Certainly. I hope we don't lick it. Well, let's continue.
Is that an option?
Well, first of all, we have no, it's not an option, but we have a perception success.
Okay.
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti?
Tutti frutti?
Yes.
Like, oh, okay, I don't want to talk about that.
We have two options. Open it and put it back.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines, the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Oh.
Is it the card now?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, I thought we were still with the tickets.
No.
There's the postcard. That's fine.
Yeah, we picked up the card, and thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. That was the card.
Okay.
Okay, so continue. Harry, it begins. You're already reading it. Are we Harry? Is that our name? Oh my god. Okay.
Maybe the woman is called Harry. Did you ever think about that?
Could be.
The handwriting writer?
Well, I'm just so much hoping for our name eventually.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's a tease because the game is kind of pulling our leg now.
Yeah.
With the naming, because we're not. We were Raphael, then we thought we were Disco.
Yeah.
And I think there was another one in there, and now we're maybe Harry, but I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So it says, Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Oh, is this from the waitress that we harassed? Who else? It's not from Garrett.
B. I'm wondering if this is from our earlier life. If there was... I mean, because it's part of a secret compartment in our ledger.
Yeah.
So maybe this is someone we knew. Like
you mean way before the waking up in the hostel room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was referring to that, like waking up from getting drunk and stuff.
Yeah.
But you may be right.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a nice thing and like a nice time in our life when we had people who cared about us, and the sleep may not have been the kiss of oblivion, but just normal sleep. And this is now all over. And this is so depressing, Winston. Let's continue.
Oh, just one more thought. Maybe if this is actually our name and she writes to us, maybe that was like the last straw that started this whole destruction of the hostel room and all that, because she left it while we were sleeping, and then she herself left and left us a letter.
Right, and that's the last one.
Relation.
What a cruel gift that would be.
Yeah. But first of all, we have a Volition success that says, throw it away, please.
Interesting. Well, let's actually do that if we can. I agree with Volition in this case.
Well, we have two options here. Number one, but it will make me happy.
Will it, though? So why does Volition want to get rid of it? What's the other option?
Keep reading.
Oh, there's more? Then keep reading.
Okay. Your hand shakes, holding the card. And the quote It's quoting, "Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me," it says, "I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collectors. I know it will be like this until late afternoon when I got off the 42nd and walked back to you." And we have two options here. We can keep reading, or number 2, stop and put it back.
Okay, the idea is this woman is sad when she leaves us, which
Yeah.
is a preposterous idea when you consider this, gentleman.
Yeah.
I think that's why it makes us sad,
Yeah.
because we're imagining a more beautiful life, and that's sad because it reminds us that this is not our life. Let us keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. We can only keep reading.
Yeah.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the... and then the quote stops. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. And our screen turned sort of black behind the text.
Or did we actually die?
We'll see, because we can hit continue.
Okay.
Item lost. Damaged ledger.
What?
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Oh, we just dropped it.
Endurance. Easy success. No, hold on.
Okay, we didn't drop it.
Well, we did, because our two options here are hold on or fall sideways.
Hold on. Don't fall. Don't embarrass yourself in front of Kim.
And endurance says, to what? There's nothing. And Kim behind us says, detective, is everything all right? We have only one option, fall sideways.
All right.
And nothing happens. Ooh, now we actually have a black screen.
Game over, man. Game over.
Loading. Disco Elysium.
We actually died? From heartbreak?
I think so.
Fuck, I'm popping my... We lost the game, Vincent.
Oh, man.
Because we I guess, okay.
Wait,
You know what we should have done? We should have
Okay,
fucking listened to Inland Empire. Is what we've done. This was why it warned us. Even with the trash can, it was all about this.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like we learned a lot.
I think you're supposed to die here, right?
Yeah, I'm fine
It's like
with this.
Super Meat Boy. Well, I'm fine as long as we don't have to restart in the fucking hostel room.
Well, the interesting thing here is it doesn't send us back to the credits or to the main menu or something. It just gives us, after the Disco Elysium, not exactly title screen, but sort of logo thing, which I actually hadn't seen before.
Really? Okay.
It's a black screen, and we have only one button here. Begin.
So, but that's not how it was before?
I don't know. I mean, we've never had a game over. So I feel like this is not quite a game over.
Well, we only have one button, so let's push it.
Begin.
There is nothing.
Oh, well,
I've seen this before, Vincent.
yeah. And you know the voice. Ancient Reptilian Brain.
Yeah,
A
okay.
game.
Well, this makes sense, though. If we fainted.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get some more juice out of this juicy voice actor.
Okay, with number one, we can say nothing, ? Or we can just lie there, passed out.
No, nothing.
Nothing said, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Ah, so soothing.
It leaves us with only one option, just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering somewhere in the Basal Ganglia.
What's the Basal Ganglia?
My neuroanatomy is not that great.
Mm,
Is it basal or mesoganglion? Because I've heard of the mesoganglion.
basal. B-A-S-A-L.
Maybe there is no mesoganglion, and that was always the thing.
Um,
Anyway, I think there's some kind of connection to the thalamus, which is the gate to consciousness. See, I could say something about a
Okay.
topic that I know nothing about.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's part of the body or if that is part of the fictional city we are in, or some location.
Oh no, that's definitely in your
Okay.
brain,
Okay.
and maybe this is the way to regain consciousness.
Interestingly enough, our character has one option here, and it's asking exactly what we are asking.
My God, this game is so good.
Who's that?
At this particular thing, it's good.
That's me. Blue eyes. That's me.
Blue eyes. All right. So does that mean we're talking to the basal ganglion?
I think so.
Okay, maybe it's part of the reptile brain. I really want to go on Wikipedia right now. Anyway,
Well, we can do that in between episodes and maybe wisen up
Maybe.
on the whole body.
what are the
brain
options?
Things. Number one, and who was that? Question mark. And number two is nice and quiet.
No, who was that? Let's gather some information in the unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Who is what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it, still trying to hold on to the great sorrow slipping in the water. Slimy.
That's the limbic system.
The limbic system is very poignant. It's almost poetic.
Yeah.
Still holding on to that emotion. Awful. Options?
Sickening longing. Number one, yeah, that's the stuff. And number two, no, I was cool. I'm cool.
No, that's the stuff. We love our pain. We hold on to it like it means something.
Here in the paleomammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
That's very Jungian. It's all, yeah, psychoanalysis, according to Jung, he has this idea of the shadow. I think he came up with that. The repository of repressed material and stuff. I think.
Okay, well, we can continue.
Because it's always there.
We gained a thought. White morning. Or morning?
Mourning or murning?
Morning.
Okay.
Morning,
Also,
yes.
very psychoanalytic motif. Murning. Freud wrote a lot about murning. Anyway,
But what's the white about it? Is it just a positive morning? Or
it's
a
like white,
morning?
the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea, Vincent.
Okay. Me neither.
It is a very significant color because it's technically not a color.
Yeah.
And anyway, we can spend a lot of time here just sort of talking.
Yeah, but we have three options here. Number one, was that the X something? The ... Number two,
Your ex-girlfriend?
I think that's what he's asking, yeah.
Okay.
Number two, where's Voyager Road? And number three, enough. Just like
Yeah, I have a question about the what was that? The Voyager thing?
Voyager Road, yes.
How did that doesn't even make grammatical sense to me. How did that come up in the postcard?
I think that she said she's after she's leaving, she's running down Voyager Road.
Oh, no, I see. Road, as in paved
Yeah.
walkway on the street. Okay. Where cars go. Voyager Road. Might be an interesting place. Okay, now, what was the first option? About the X. Let's do that. Find out as much information as we can.
Yeah, it says, was that the X something? The ...
Yeah.
I think that's in reference to the shadow.
Yeah, right.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Two options. Number one, no, it was beautiful. Number two, yes, that.
Well, it was kind of beautiful in a sort of painful way. Let's pick that. We are.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Okay,
Then what was the problem?
I'm not sure. Well, okay, now I'm just thinking about what kind of problems can occur in a relationship. Maybe she was just in an accident or something and this started all that.
No, she probably ended up hating us or something. I don't know.
Could also be, yeah.
I believe that lack of beauty indeed was not the problem. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see many other potential problems though,
Or
like the
maybe,
drinking.
maybe it's our lack of beauty.
Well, I mean, it probably beauty here. I don't think is referring to physical attractiveness.
Mm-hmm.
It's What are the options?
Even in that sense, we are not exactly beautiful.
That's up for debate, I guess. I mean, we are playing the game with this character. He apparently has some kind of appeal. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder, Vincent.
Yeah, but would you want to have a relationship with this character?
No, but I think beauty in that sense is not a requirement for a romantic partner. I don't know.
Okay,
That's not what I'm looking for in a partner anyway. Like, you know, the kind of beauty I'm talking about is the beauty of a painting or something, or a landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That this is sort of adjacent to romantic love, but not really at the core of it, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Yeah, we're back to the original question. We have number 1, what we already asked. Number 2 is where is Voyager Road? And number 3, enough. Just lie there.
Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Well, okay, currently.
And we can just lie there motionless.
Yeah.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
That's Kim.
Yeah.
He's saving us. Go, Kim.
Yeah, we have number 1, I'm not coming back. And number 2, what is that? It's cold.
No, we wouldn't. We're not the kind of character who says we're not coming back, right?
Yeah.
So number 2.
Yes, they're pouring something on you, something in you, and it's...
Perception, taste. It's delicious in all caps.
Really? Oh, it's alcohol?
Could be. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. Ooh, and okay, we actually have something to see now.
Uh-huh.
And for a moment, it was completely grayscaled.
Huh.
And we are next to the motor carriage of the tech or the lieutenant.
Yeah.
And I don't actually see where we are exactly, but Kim is standing next to it.
Okay.
And we can say, where am I?
Yeah.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
It was water. Ugh. Not beer.
Water is delicious.
Is it though? Kind of tastes like nothing.
Well, I think...
When you're thirsty, you mean?
Yeah, and if you get used to it.
I would call that quenching rather than tasty. Or delicious. But okay.
Sure. Okay, and Kim says, drink. Water. The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth.
Yeah, we just fainted because we were dehydrated. It wasn't because of our fucked up relationships in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that an option to say?
Well, we can say, or we can actually drink, or we say, no, I don't wanna.
Drink. Important to stay hydrated, Vincent.
We healed. Actually, interestingly enough...
That was the sound of ocean waves, which is weird.
When we fainted, we didn't lose any life or morale.
Okay.
Which is actually the normal way to lose the game, I think. And I remember...
Oh, that's true.
In the necktie situation, where one can still die, I think, if one has 1 HP, you die if you lose that HP.
I see. So there are maybe no instant kill traps in this game. It's always going through the HP.
I think
and
so,
it's
yeah.
kind of, if you manage it correctly, you might not even die with the tie.
Yeah.
And the time that you died, you probably just had very bad luck.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I see.
Okay. So we drink. The water is cold, silvery. The stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat.
Yeah, that's a good description of water. I'm actually going to have a drink myself, Winston.
The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts. Kim says again, drink. He tilts the canister. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
There's water and alcohol, right, Vincent?
Sure, Marius. I mean, usually...
This water is so delicious.
I mean, usually you don't drink pure alcohol, so there is water involved. Yes.
Okay, I should have said beer or something.
Yeah.
Okay. What can we do now?
We can continue to drink.
Okay.
And we...
Our day at the beach.
Yeah, we gained another HP.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Which we didn't need. Thank you, Kim.
Yes. With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it. I really like him.
Yeah.
And he asks, what happened?
What did happen, Vincent? What are the options?
Number 1, I should ask you the same. Number 2, I came in contact with the burned out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That's a little too bombastic, but no other options?
Number 3, I was dehydrated. It won't happen again. And number 4, I... Fuck it, start climbing out of the motor car. And I should say, apart from the first one, the other 3 options also have conclude in parentheses.
What was the first one?
I should ask you the same.
Yeah, where does that go? What does that mean?
I think that's just asking Kim what he saw happened.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, okay.
You were reading your paperwork, then you passed out. I carried you to my Kineema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
Mm-hmm.
How long was I out? 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
And we're
not too bad.
Back to the original 3.
Ruins of the past, man. It's the most honest and not too mean.
Yeah. So I say, we say, I came in contact with the burned out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. That does sometimes happen. He hands you the remains of your ledger.
Yeah.
We gained an item, Ledger of Failure and Hatred.
Oh man.
Okay.
I do think this is what Inland Empire was warning us about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should say it warned us, but in the end nothing really terrible happened.
Yeah.
We passed out, but we
yeah.
learned something valuable.
We have to continue disregarding Inland Empire's advice if
Yep.
it is fearful. There is yet more to do with the ledger, is that not so?
I think so, but first we can continue. You dropped this. Are you okay to proceed?
Is he handing us the postcard?
No, the ledger.
Okay. Right.
And we can say, let's solve this case.
Oops.
Or just not. And both leaves the conversation.
Let's solve this case.
Good, he says. And we gain 5 XP for this order.
Nice. For falling down. Only in this game.
Oh, it's another message from the tutorial agent. The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your hands for skill bonuses. Find it under the tools section in your inventory.
I wonder what bonuses it gives.
Well, thank you first of tutorial agent.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That was a good hint.
Yeah, we also should look at the thought we got.
We got a thought?
Yes.
Wow, this is so exciting.
Okay, the Ledger of Failure and Hatred as an item gives us +1 to Inland Empire, +1 to Empathy, and -2 to Authority.
Because you look like a dork running around with a ledger.
Which I find interesting because, I mean, it's still official police, an official police thing, right?
Yeah, but the cop running around with a ledger looks like an accountant.
Yes,
If
also
you-
it looks terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that too. And you would gain authority if you run around with a badge or a gun in your hand, not with a clipboard. You know?
Yeah,
It
I
makes
guess.
sense to me, the bonuses. But I think we should equip it. Because I like Inland Empire being better.
Still,
Who cares about authority?
that we have this mismatched outfit going on with just the disco stuff and then these enormous yellow gloves. I love it.
Oh, these are gardening gloves, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna look great with the Ledger of Hatred and Failure. Yeah, it'll fit right in.
Yeah, I mean, that's every RPG character ever, right? You don't use what looks good, you use what gives you the most bonuses. And if you look ridiculous, that's just the price you have to pay.
Maybe if we go to Gemrock, we'll find a transmogrifying station.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. I hope not.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the ledger or look at the thought.
The thought, I want to see. Did you equip the Ledger?
No, actually. Should I?
Yeah, why not? I mean, what do we have equipped the crowbar?
No, I actually put that away. Also, the tools don't give us any bonuses.
But the Ledger would.
Yes.
Yes? So why not get the bonuses? I mean, we don't care about authority, right?
I can put it in either hand. Yes. Do we want it in our right hand or in our left hand?
Are we a righty or a lefty, Vincent?
I don't know.
We
I
have to
don't
decide
remember.
now. Let's put it in the right hand.
Okay. But that would mean we would write with our left hand? Okay.
Well, I am not prepared to make that decision.
Fair enough. Okay. And let's look at the thought. So we're 47% done with Lonesome Long Way Home. We
Cool.
still have the righteous self-critique.
Which we don't like.
And the new one is White Mourning. Mourning.
Ah, that was the thought, right.
Temporary research bonus, -1 to authority. Little guys get further and further away. Or little guy gets further and further away.
Okay.
And the problem is, you see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell, like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller.
Unrequited love?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, but that's the whiteness, I guess. A white object that smells of something?
Yeah.
Okay. What could that be, I wonder?
The white object, or...
Yeah.
I'm not quite exactly sure what white refers to in this case, but I would assume that it's the long-lost lover or something.
Sure, but, like, must be an... I do think it's naming an actual object that is then connected directly to our lost love. Or it's just a metaphor for her, I guess. But I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. Maybe researching this thought will actually lead us to that conclusion.
Yeah. I don't know. That it's great is also irritating to me, because I was thinking, okay, if it's a white object, it could just be the postcard that we sort of have read, but not quite accepted yet, in a way, I think. But yeah, I don't know. So do we want to internalize that?
Yeah, I think so. This seems like something we should sort of work on.
I agree. Wait, is that...
Although this thought gives no bonuses, right? Just a malice to authority?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Hopefully the payoff will be great.
I should also say that above every of these descriptions is a black and white picture. It looks almost like a Renaissance drawing. Or
an oil painting?
Oil painting, yes. Some of these are really hard to decipher. Like the righteous self-critique is a group of people standing around a savior character with like a halo around his head. And,
I like that.
Somebody is kneeling in front of them.
Yeah, because that's what self-critical people actually want. They sound all self-critical in their head, but this is the situation they hope for. Being revered as a messiah. It all has two sides, Vincent.
And the one for White Mourning is actually hard to describe, because I'm not...
Is it a bride costume or something?
No. I think it's sort of a brooch, I think.
Piece of jewelry.
Yeah, in the very middle of the picture, and around it is just things that I can't really decipher. There are a lot of faces, but they also faces in different
Spooky
positions.
Faces?
Not necessarily, but they are sometimes a little bit morphed, like longer than they normally would be. They're
distorted
also
faces.
Yeah, they are also like some of them are part of other objects, or
like cats with faces. That's always scary.
No,
or bread with cat faces.
There's one right above the brush, or right above and a little bit right to it, and it looks like it turns into a wave halfway through.
Huh. Okay.
And
signifying the impermanence of human existence.
I don't know. It's really.
Your face disintegrating.
The faces are the best
Best part?
thing to decipher, basically, because it's really it's black and white. It's not that big of a picture, and it's like mostly gray.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a theory about this?
Well, I think the brush is the white object. In a way.
That signifies our love, right?
Yeah.
Our ex-partner.
And I guess if the little man, whoever that's supposed to be, is trying to get there.
The little man, I think, is referring to some part of our brain or something.
Yeah, I think so too.
Our limbic heart, whatever.
And if he's trying to get to this object, then it would make sense that the things around here things around this brush are so hard to understand and hard to get through.
Oh, okay. I think the faces around the brooch are signifying parts of ourself, like sub-personalities, emotions, right? Just all these things, these spirits, sort of haunting our unconscious, occasionally coming to the surface. You know, like that's an idea people have, right? Human beings as a collection of spirits in their head / sub-minds / sub-personalities, however you want to say it, right? We're not unified beings most of the time. It's like, I heard this commercial once for Snickers. You are not you when you're hungry. You're a different person, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And however, we are, as a kind of torturous unifying aspect to our psyche, we have this unrequited love or longing or whatever, and all these this is the nimbus of emotion that all these sub-personalities, ghosts, are haunting around.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my take on it.
So
I'm glad we had this talk.
let's internalize.
Yes, I can't wait to have this found out. I like where this story is going, like this guy, having lost some lover. This is cool. I want to see where this leads.
So it's going to take 5 hours for it to be researched. And
Can you imagine this guy? At the end of this day, he will have discovered so much.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I should also say, because I see it right now, we are at 90 experience points out of 100.
Come on, we can do it.
Level.
Let's get the level up.
Okay. So
And then we can level up the thing that will let us get the tie or something. Or some other white check.
right. I'm just looking at the quests because it told me there was new information on the quest. And it's just in 2 new quests we got: who put the clothes in the trash and read the watermarks, because we got something that we can put in front of the headlights of the motor
I remember.
carriage.
That was also on the ledger, right?
Yeah. But let's get back to the ledger.
Yeah. There's a lot to do with the ledger.
Relentless.
By the way, I think the tickets were probably for our ex-partner, right? To the zoo. Because they were right next to the postcard.
Oh, yeah, could be. You mean partner as a romantic partner? Not
Yeah,
as
I should say girlfriend, because it's confusing. Or who knows, maybe she was our buddy cop / fuck buddy cop. I don't know.
No, we actually met our partner, right?
That's true, yeah.
Over
You're
the
right.
radio.
Yeah, he wasn't very nice. I like him better.
Yeah. We are back to the damaged ledger. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Is the fuck you kill yourself option still there?
Well, we have the option number 6, slide the hidden drawer open.
Were we done with the drawer?
I think so. There were only 2 things in there, right? The ticket
and
stubs
that's where
and
the kill
postcard.
yourself option was.
Yeah.
But I think we got the joke with the killing yourself. I think that was referring to the emotional pain that we would discover. Let's go to option number 7.
Let's smell the ledger. And
course.
that's the last one.
Yeah. Let's smell the ledger. Surely this cannot go down a rabbit hole.
The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with a citrus zest of toilet cleaner. And that's all.
Alright, this is weirdly specific, like wine tasting, except for police office supplies.
Yeah.
But okay.
Impressed with our nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can now put the ledger away.
All right.
Or we can slide the hidden drawer open again.
You want to do that? Check if there are more options? Go ahead.
Sure. See if we can pass out again. That would be hilarious.
We are very thorough in our investigation.
I like the idea of just passing out and then Kim carrying us painstakingly back to his car.
Maybe we want more. We want more water.
Yeah, and then we just
This
pull
is how
out
we
the
get
ledger and pass out again.
Feed me, Kim.
Okay. So it says, without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside you see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. And we can have the same options as before. Pick up the ticket stub, pick up the card again. Fucking kill yourself, you
I want to
asshole.
click that, Vincent.
Yes,
I want to
that
know
kind
what
of-
that does.
Yeah, let's go. The word just crossed your mind somehow. We have 2 options.
Okay.
Who were they for? And number 2, blink.
Who were they for?
Who do you think? Oh, pain threshold tells us you.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay, and now we can close the pyramidal compartment.
Yeah.
It's ever so slightly difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand.
Really? It's dripping with ink. Seems rather extreme.
Half light. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline. Ooh. Okay.
Well,
I guess this postcard's reminder is more extreme than I thought. Or affecting us more extremely.
yeah, I guess they really want you to read it in case you don't. Or, I mean, did we ever really read it to the end? Is the game warning us to now continue reading it?
Do you want to try?
Not really. There was no indication that reading... I feel like we have concluded the postcard. We got a thought from it, right? That will lead it on. Do you disagree?
I mean, I'm kind of hoping to learn the person's name.
All right, go look at the postcard.
Yeah, slide the drawer and pick up the card again. You stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much. Not again.
Ah,
Okay. Oh,
that
okay.
clears it up. All right. I'm sure we can revisit it when we have built up the courage.
Yeah.
By becoming a better person. Or by solving this case.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can put the ledger away because we're done with it.
Yeah.
And we can put it back in our right hand. No, that's our left hand. Back to the right hand. Yes.
And we can go to the corpse and we have ammonia or something, right?
Yeah, we can also remember to use the lights of the motor carriage.
All right, since we're there,
Yep.
let's do it.
Looks so stupid with this letter. I totally get that we get a minus to authority now. Okay, and we ask Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
Yes, Kim, do this for us.
He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and says, alright, ready. I turn, you start press. It's next to the preheater. Empathy. He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious courage.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish we could, make him a compliment or something.
Oh yeah. Press engine start. Here we go. The dashboard lights up with orange glow.
Whoa.
Okay. Rounds per minute gauges jump and the engine of Coupris Kineema comes to life with a whiny growl. Press the button labeled headlights. Here we go. The lights unfold with a light click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. And continue. There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
We're getting beamed up.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna die or something. I don't know.
So I should say I'm continuously surprised when our character actually does something we tell him to do in the game. Like just now, I click on the motor carriage and he goes to the motor carriage and actually opens the door.
Huh.
And yeah,
I think it's more interaction than you would expect.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just used to worse adventure games, but this is really a pleasant surprise every time. Okay,
It defies expectations in every way.
Yeah.
This game.
We're standing in front of the motor carriage and we
Uh-huh.
can click on ourselves.
Yeah.
Interfacing. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. And Kim says, there she is, Rachel West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
What does that mean? Rachel West? I don't understand.
That's the city.
Oh, because we called it
Rahavar-
Rachel.
yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should say
Rahavar.
that. We are calling this weird city Rachel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the damage ledger says around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no hundreds of micro perforations.
Mm-hmm.
We have two options. Number one, look at the shimmering street grid. And number two, look at the perforations.
Number one, look at the street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM. And yet, the major arteries of Rachel are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kineema's headlights. Two options. Number one, wait, look around. Number two, where are we on this? Point to the halogen map.
Wait, look around.
Yeah.
What is that?
I
Let's
don't
do
know.
that.
Okay.
Because I don't know what it does.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears among the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands it in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. Shivers, medium success. Ooh, there's shivers again.
This is shivers, yeah. It's like this area sense.
Oh yeah. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light barely visible in the daytime, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
That's very nicely written.
Oh,
On
yeah.
a city stage, one of them knows his lines. That's not us. Because we're
Yeah.
amnesiac. We forgot our lines, Vincent.
Mhm.
That's cool. I like that. Shivers is kind of a real, real poetic gem.
Poet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we continue. And
I'm
Kim
glad we waited. Sorry.
Yeah, me too. Kim says, Martinez. He smells the air and says,
Okay, that's laying it on a bit thick.
well, I guess.
Continue.
We can only say, where are we on this? Point
Yeah.
to the halogen map. Well, let me see, he says. He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it. Right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean.
Vincent, I have a question.
Yes.
Why would they not just print a map? Why do they go to the length of encoding this as some weird headlight holograph thing? So you can only look at your map when you hold it in the headlights?
Well,
Seems contrived to me.
I think the important bit is the second part, right? Like, this map, I think, is not just a map, it's also it also contains information about the RCM.
The RCM is what?
The police station. Or the
Yeah,
police
okay.
force.
Because it identifies us as belonging to that particular precinct.
Yeah, and also at the very beginning it says, okay, here's the map, and there's also perforations that I think, I mean, we'll probably get to that, but I assume mean some information about the RCM, wherever they have safe houses or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And maybe that's... Okay, I don't know what a safe house is for police, but like
Me
where...
neither.
It might be secret information for
Yeah.
officers. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Also, it's not 100% a police force, I think, so who knows, whatever they need,
Yeah.
safe houses or
Okay, sure.
whatever they need.
The revolutionary force.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if, because we do have a map slot in our inventory, or not.
Yeah, I was
slot.
wondering if that goes there.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the map of the city, actually. He says, right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. And we have three options. Number one, seems nice. Number two, seems like a shithole. And number three, I'm sure I've seen worse.
Number 3 is realistic. I wouldn't call it nice exactly.
Yeah, agreed. And Kim says, oh yes, Coal City, Le Rayonneur, the burned out quarter. These are nice names. Coal City, Burnt Out Quarter,
Is
whatever.
that just a name for the same place? Because burnt out coal quarter seems kind of
Could be.
similar enough. Well, okay.
No, all of them worse than here, says Shivers.
I believe it.
Okay, and now we can look at the perforations.
Yes.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. We have number 1, tally up the different rows, and number 2, let's look at something else.
Carry up the rows. Don't know where this goes.
The first row has 18 dots. We can say number 1, not bad, and number 2, what about the next one? This is really exciting decisions we have.
Compliment this row. Not bad, row. Many dots you have.
Yeah, let's do that. Not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this game is like on point. What about the next one? The next one is the longest. It runs all the way around the border and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count. More than 150 at least. Maybe even 200. What about the last row? The last row has 3 perforations. 3? That's it? That's it. And we can finally ask, hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
I have a theory.
What is your theory?
Maybe number 1. No, it's a stupid theory. I thought it was connected to the forms we found, and maybe it's counting so and so many. What was the first form? Misdemeanors or something. Number 2, so and so many station calls. That would be a lot of station calls. That would be weird. And then 3 deaths, 3 autopsies. That would kind of make sense.
Oh, yeah.
That's my theory. Anyway, I don't think it's a good one.
Oh.
Maybe Kim can clear this up.
Could be. I'm still wondering if this is referring directly to the city in some way, but I think
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm of the theory now that these are markings on the map. So, hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations.
Oh, really?
They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Physical instrument. Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
It's probably not good. All things considered.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all.
Of course. Yeah.
What did you do before you volunteered? That's Kim speaking the whole way through. And we can say number 1. Wait, 18 years I've done this? Number 2. Got drunk like a megastar. Oh, it's one of these options again. Number 3. I walked the lands telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. That's the apocalypse version.
Yeah.
Number 4. Probably some boring office job. Same as everyone else. Number 5. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. And number 6. Do you really think I have any idea?
Number 1 first.
Yeah.
Be baffled by the 18 years.
But that's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all these blissful years of your youth?
Like the last option, right? We don't know.
Yeah, I think none of these really,
No.
fits our character. Fair point. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, tell me the other row, Kim.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed places.
What?
Closed.
Closed cases.
Yes.
Nice.
Closed is good. It means finished.
Yeah.
We've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200.
Yeah, we can really pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah. Surprised.
I am pleased with this, Vincent.
Number 1, is that a lot? And number 2, I would have thought there'd be more.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Huh.
So how many do we have?
Like 200.
Yeah, so
more than that.
More than 10 cases per year.
Yeah. So, wow, maybe we're not a bad cop. Maybe we were a really, really good cop, Vincent. Maybe we're like a workaholic, and she left us because we worked too much. And we developed an alcohol habit because, because of that, but also because we work too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where the disco comes from, but okay. Can't have a complete theory yet.
Yeah, I think it fits better in my head if we developed an alcohol problem because we worked so much, and that's why she left us.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, so it's quite a lot. And we have 3 options. Number 1, so you're saying I used to be a super cop. Number 2, I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number?
No, is
number
there another?
3 is I don't think I ever re-become this person. What's the last number?
No, ask him if we're a super cop.
Okay. Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now,
Again, with the niceness, Kim.
yeah. Now let's look at the last row.
Yes.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Oh, we killed 3 people.
I hope that wasn't self-defense.
Me too.
Electrochemistry. Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
Oh, electrochemistry. You with the drinking.
Yeah. Number 1, so I'm a killer. Number 2, I was expecting a higher number, honestly.
No, I'm a killer? Question mark?
We have 2 options left to go.
Okay.
Number 3, that's not too many. And number 4, is now a good time to pour one out for the fallen?
No, it's still number 1.
And Half-Light responds, that's right, a killer of humans. And Kim says, for an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Oof. Rough quarter, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
What's happening, Vincent?
So we had a skill check
Yeah.
with the Spree core,
Mm-hmm.
and it was challenging. And
Yeah.
the difficulty was 12.
Wow.
And we actually got 12.
Nice. We get lucky once in a while.
Yeah. So it was our first success on a challenging skill check, I think.
Does that give us something special? An achievement?
No, sadly.
Okay.
But it says, what's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? The young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk, I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
What a poser.
Yeah.
What's the point of this little vignette?
I
Something we remember, I guess.
Yeah. I also think this is how other cops in our precinct are.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think so, yeah.
And Kim continues on. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very high of these officers.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. He's obviously not that kind of guy.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Yeah, indeed.
And Half-Light says, he's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Yeah, maybe cops like you and me are the rarity, Kim. We gotta stick together.
Yeah. Huh. Man, this is like the first time we actually had any good feelings about our past. I like
Kinda,
this.
yeah. Because we killed only 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And solved
I
over
feel
200
good about
cases.
this. That's true, yeah.
I still wonder if we actually solved them or...
Well, we closed them.
Yeah.
Officially closed, so not bad.
Oh, so we have 3 options here. Number 1, have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Number 2, how do you handle the strain? Number 3, thanks for this. And we can conclude.
I want to ask him if he killed someone. I want to
yeah.
know about Kim.
Me too. Yes, he says, declining to elaborate. Empathy. It's not a problem for him to state, however.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess he's fine with killing people if
He's
he has to.
assertive,
Yeah.
but also a little enigmatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Keep our distance.
Well, we can keep our distance or ask him directly how he handles the strain.
Is it actually a keep distance option?
No.
Okay.
Or we can say thank you for this and conclude.
how do you handle the strain?
Yeah. Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Like alcohol.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Okay, now I wanna know what your hobbies are.
Sounds
Kim.
a bit cheesy, Kim.
Uh,
Hobbies like what? Woodworking.
I don't know.
What are the options?
Number 1, like what? Number 2, maybe I should find a hobby. And number 3, hobbies are lame.
Number 1.
Yeah, I want to know too.
I want to know his hobby particularly.
So personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Like what? Oh, this and that. Not to get into it now.
He doesn't want to say.
Okay, now.
I know. I really want to know.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to not trust this perfect character that game gives us.
I mean, it's the 50s, so he's not playing video games.
No.
Maybe he's a karaoke specialist.
Oh yeah, that would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Can see
mean,
that.
karaoke is sort of more an Asian activity or an activity in Asian
I mean, it comes from
countries.
Japan, right?
Yeah, and
So makes sense in that sense.
yeah. But apart from that, no idea. I just like
Yeah.
the idea of him being into this, to me, kind of silly activity of karaoke.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can ask, maybe I should find a hobby, or say hobbies are lame.
Maybe I should find a hobby, like karaoke.
Oh, of course. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves. He points to your yellow gardening gloves.
Oh, you jester.
And the esprit de corps says, it's meant in earnest. Please, don't mistake it for a jab.
Yeah, and it's maybe just his slightly unskilled attempt at a joke. It's okay.
Yeah. Always can thank Kim for this and conclude.
Yeah.
The lieutenant nods. Okay, let's go. Put the ledger away. That's our only option.
All right. Are we actually done with the ledger?
Guess what, Marius?
What?
We got experience,
Oh, really?
and we got a whole bunch of them. A whole 10 of them.
Because we finished the ledger.
Well, task complete. Read the watermarks.
Oh, that, right. We did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And Kim disables the lights of the carriage. We can continue. Tutorial agent. You can now see your statistics on your journal page, right of the task description.
Oh, for closed cases and stuff?
Ooh.
That kind of statistics?
Okay, and we're also auto-saving. So let's see.
Did we get a level up?
Yes, but I first want to look at the statistics and the map.
All right. Let's look at the statistics and the map.
Okay, so the statistics we now have next to our quests. And it says RCM officer profile. Name unknown, rank unknown.
Still have to collect that data.
Yeah, and then it says Superstar Cop, 0. Apocalypse Cop, 0. Sorry Cop, 6. Boring
Oh.
Cop, 1.
That's interesting. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, and then the next 4 entries are Communist, 1. Fascist, 0. Ultra-liberal, 0. Moralist, 1.
That was the mug options.
Yeah,
We were a realist.
and it keeps going. Good
Oh my
Cop
God.
/ Bad Cop, 2. Honor, 0.
So glad this is a video game. And it's letting us know that it's a video game.
Yeah, and then it continues on with perforation, people killed, 3. Cases solved, 216.
Huh.
Years in service, 18.
Yeah, okay. This is like the alignment system, right? This is Padawan versus Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Sith.
I'm most surprised by good cop, bad cops, and honor, because I don't remember. Did we ever
There were
have
no options like
any
that.
good
no.
cop, bad cop situations?
No.
Maybe with a child?
No, I don't think so. And I still don't quite understand what is meant by it, because good cop, bad cop could refer, like, is it about where you are on the spectrum? Could the value for that particular thing go to a minus? Or is it just about that particular type of hardball detective fiction, you know.
I think it's referring to, because the others are sort of too, whenever we went with the dialogue option where we and Kim together played good cop, bad cop to gain something. So I'm thinking either that was the guard situations.
Dude, I mean, how many points do we have in good cop,
2.
bad cop? We do have points there.
Yes.
Fuck. Then I'm not very perceptive at picking up on that, but I think you might be right.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't pinpoint whenever that exactly happened, but I can think of situations where we could have chosen that by accident, basically.
Yeah. But it's okay. I just wonder what honor could be. And is that diametrically opposed to playing good bad cop? It doesn't quite make sense for me yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to find out. I like all of this stuff. I wonder where it leads. I wonder how you can vary this on another playthrough. Good stuff. I like having metrics.
Yeah, me too. And then we can go to the map. Map information incomplete. Acquire a copy of the city map. Okay. So we still don't have a map.
A map.
I guess.
Well, still some stuff to do, I guess. All right. There's nothing else interesting in the map.
Well, it also tells us where our white checks are, so we can keep track of them.
Convenient, yeah.
And we actually have 2 white checks that we can retry at the moment. One is the trash container, physical instrument, legendary. So
but that's like we already sorted that.
Exactly.
No point.
We could have broken the lock if I remember correctly with the pry bar, but we
no
didn't
need to be belligerent.
And the other one is the one you just mentioned with the hanged man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's awesome. We finished the ledger. I think we can call it here. And next time we're gonna level up and then hopefully get the corpse, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Thanks everyone again. We have a Twitter thing now. Vincent, what's the address?
It's at
makes_play, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see where that goes. But
I'm trying to keep it updated whenever we send out a new episode.
Yeah, we're getting better at this. Like and subscribe, I think you're supposed to say. Anyway, thanks everyone. See you next time.
Bye.